Imagine spending just a few $100 to make your car faster, smoother, more efficient, or just plain more fun to drive. But there's a catch. The moment you hit the road, you're breaking the law. These are the 10 illegal car modifications that actually make your car run better, but could also land you with a massive fine, a failed inspection, or even a court date. And the craziest part? Some of these mods are so good, they're secretly used by track racers and performance tuners around the world. Let's start with one that's quietly giving drivers a serious edge: a custom ECU tune. It's like giving your car a new brain. Tuners reprogram the factory settings to unlock hidden horsepower, better throttle response, and even fuel efficiency. It can transform a dull ride into a beast. But in many states, especially in the US, tuning your ECU to disable emissions controls like EGR or catalytic converter sensors is straight up illegal. Even if your car runs cleaner and faster, if it doesn't pass a smog test, you're done. Next up, straight pipe exhaust systems. Strip off your muffler, your resonator, and sometimes even your catalytic converter, and your car suddenly breathes easier. The result? Better horsepower and quicker response. But you're also now violating noise regulations, emissions laws, and inspection standards in dozens of countries. Cops hear you before they see you, and yes, they will pull you over. Then there's nitrous oxide injection. Hit a button and boom, instant power surge. We're talking 50, 100, even 200 extra horsepower for a few glorious seconds. Sounds awesome, right? Well, in most regions it's either banned entirely for street use or so heavily regulated that it's not even worth the paperwork. Doesn't stop street racers though, and when done right, it can turn your car into a monster. Another sneaky one is cat delete pipes. Replacing your catalytic converter with a straight pipe increases exhaust flow and performance, especially on turbocharged cars. But it's not just illegal, it's a federal offense in the US. Let's talk cold air intakes. These mods increase airflow to the engine, giving you better combustion and more power. Sounds harmless. How about underbody neon kits? You might think they're just cosmetic, but hear this. Some states ban them outright because they can mimic emergency lights or distract other drivers. Then there's the famous aftermarket turbo kit. Install a turbo where there wasn't one before and your car's performance jumps dramatically. Don't overlook race-spec brake pads. These things grip harder, last longer under high heat, and give you serious stopping power. But most of them aren't DOT approved for street use. Why? They're noisy, dusty, and sometimes need to heat up before they grip properly. You've probably heard of coilover suspensions. Adjust the ride height, stiffen the damping, and suddenly, your car corners like it's on rails. And finally, window tinting. Done right, it cools your car, improves fuel efficiency, and keeps your interior from fading. But in many places, if your tint is darker than the legal limit, especially on front windows, it's a traffic stop waiting to happen. Some drivers go full blackout for privacy and security, but, honestly, when the cop can't see in, the ticket writes itself. Here's the truth, no one really wants to say. Almost every car mod that actually improves performance has the potential to break a law. Why? Well, because laws were designed for mass safety, not individual performance. That means, as enthusiasts, we walk a tightrope. Do you play it safe, or build the car you actually want? But before you start deleting sensors or tuning ECUs, you've got to ask yourself, is it worth risking your license, your insurance, or even your car? If you're planning mods and want to know which ones are safe, and which ones are secretly risky, hit that like button right now. Thinking about modding your car? Drop your setup in the comments, and I'll tell you if it's a go or a no. And if you want more truth bombs about the car world, mods, scams, hacks, and insider info, subscribe to Gear Specs, because in the car world, knowing the law is just as important as knowing horsepower.